Thank you for joining us tonight for our village board meeting. Today is January 2nd, 2018. We'll call this meeting order at 7:30. Can you call the roll, please?
Sure. Trustee McGreal?
Here.
Trustee Dalzell?
Here.
Trustee Pierce?
Here.
Trustee Zelinski?
Here.
Trustee Juarez?
Here.
Trustee McLaughlin?
Here.
Mayor Ryan?
Here.
We have a quorum.
Great. Please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I want to thank everybody for coming out on such a cold night tonight yet, too. And what's the wind chill, like 35 below tonight or something? So
It warmed up to 0 on my way here.
let's see, 0 in the car. We'll start with officers' reports, starting with myself. A couple of quick notes for all the for the board and the community. The message board that we asked to have repaired has been done at the Veteran Plaza, and it's working again now. And I'm going to be meeting tomorrow with Brian Massari in our IT department to discuss new content for the message board as well then, too. Also on your agendas this evening, number 1 was a presentation to give recognition to Quadraki's M&R Landscaping for maintaining the Alsip's Veterans Plaza at 118th and Pulaski at no charge for the entire 2017 season. This was done as a professional courtesy to the village, and a special thank you to all the veterans for their service to our country on behalf of Mike and Robin Quadraki, who are longtime village residents. And we thank them for their service by maintaining our green space, so it looks great. Second on the agenda this evening, we had a change in personnel, and I wanted to just clarify this for everyone, which is why obviously we put it in writing so everybody's familiar with who's doing what within the administration, within the village hall here. On the agenda I've got here is a presentation of the introduction of Shanae Hunter as the Village of Alsip's new Human Resources Manager. And then we have Erica O'Donnell as the Village of Alsip's newly created Office Supervisor, as Ms. O'Donnell has qualified and moved from her previous position as my Administrative Assistant to the Mayor. She will now oversee both the Village Clerk's office and the Water and Building Department's offices as well. And lastly is Becky Smith. She transitioned from a part-time position in the Village Clerk's office to the Administrative Assistant to myself to the Mayor's office. All of these employees are now in their respective jobs as of Wednesday, December 27th, 2017. And certainly we wish Ms. Hunter, Ms. O'Donnell, and Ms. Smith much success in their new roles with the village then, too. So all three ladies are with us tonight. So, again, thank you very much for your new positions, and look forward to working with everyone well moving forward then, too. Okay. Third on the agenda, what I had on here originally was a presentation of a proclamation which officially recognized the week of January 21st to 27th as School Choice Week in the Village of Alsip. At this time, I'm going to respectfully decline to do this proclamation. I had a little more time to research this program today, and while it seems like a good organization, I really believe rather than making this a proclamation, I believe that this organization should be investigated by those who may wish to utilize their website and understand their information first before we issue this proclamation. I'll make that information available on our bulletin board out in the hallway, so should the public wish to take a look at that, they're welcome to do so then, too. What else I have in here? I had the, I'll get to that when I do. The Alsip Marina Park Library is planning to host an informal meeting to discuss the Illinois Bicentennial of 2018. They'd like to discuss ways in which the library and other civic organizations might cooperate in a celebration of our state's 200th birthday. To that end, everyone is invited to attend a meeting on Wednesday, January 17th at 1 p.m. The meeting will be held in the Mary McKendry boardroom of the library. And if you can't personally attend, this is to me as well, too. If I couldn't personally be there, feel free to send a representative. So should anyone on the board wish to sit in that meeting, you're welcome to do so then, too. It's 1 o'clock at the library on January 17th. Also, I received another report, as I do monthly, from Pace Bus Service. And, again, they do have a special bus route where folks can jump on a bus at 127th and Kedzie across the street from Eisenhower High School, and that'll take you all the way up to Oak Brook. And it's underperforming again at this time. It's actually it's not performing as well, and they want to bring that to our attention. Obviously, just let us know they're going to keep this thing running, but at this time they're not discontinuing that route either. But it's underperforming, and they're not making enough money to pay for that bus going out there. And lastly, I'll post this out in the hallway on our bulletin board here, but Blue Cap organization is a 501 nonprofit organization located in Blue Island. Blue Cap's mission is to serve as a catalyst for children and adults with intellectual disabilities to be educated, have quality of life experiences, be respected and valued member of their community. They are hiring, should anyone be interested in positions out there. Their positions open right now as a direct support professional, which provides support to adults with developmental disabilities in achieving personal outcomes, provide opportunities to participate in community life, and assist in the development and implementation of individuals' support plans. They also have a position available for a paraprofessional and a special education teacher as well. So I will post this out in the lobby where we post jobs postings out here, and certainly we'll put this on the website as well if anyone was interested in helping out the folks at Blue Cap. And that's all I have at this time. So, clerk's report.
Thank you, Mayor Ryan. I have the presentation of the minutes of the September 18th, 2017 Village Board meeting. And then I also put on here the request. It was an item that was tabled at the last board meeting. Request approval of a 5-year contract with Pitney Bowes for the postage machine in the clerk's office at a cost of $372 a month. We did additional digging and conversations to supply you some more details. The clerk's office processed approximately 25,000 pieces of mail this year at a cost of approximately 49 cents an item. The proposed machine is basically a like-for-like, just a newer version. The features that were added on that are cost and time-saving feature are the barcode scanner and the our electronic return receipt scanner, as well as a Way on the Way feature. We processed over 1,000 pieces of certified mail this past year in the clerk's office. By having the ERR, we saved $1.30 per piece of certified mail. So that was we saved over $1,300 last year, which is approximately 3.5 months of lease payment. And the Way on the Way feature allows different weights of mail to be processed through the machine. For example, business envelopes may weigh different amounts. The machine is weighing it so that we're applying the correct postage, as well as things like tickets from the police department that tend to come over in a half a box full. When I was here last week, they're about 5 by 5, and that allows that to be coded properly so that we're not putting too much postage on an item or posting it too lightly and having it returned. So it's eliminating errors. So I'm requesting approval of the 5-year contract with Pitney Bowes for the postage machine in the clerk's office. And that is all I have, Mayor.
All right. Attorney's report. We have Joe Kankar with us this evening.
No report, Mayor.
Okay. Thank you. Next is the engineer's report. I did get a message from our engineer, Will Dolan, earlier today, and he is excused from attending tonight's meeting. He did send me his report. He said that last week, Trine Construction, who's doing the new water main on Keeler Trip area, did a pressure tested and chlorinated. Last week, Trine pressure tested and chlorinated the water main that's been already installed in the Trip Keeler area, and completed a portion of the directional drilling along 127th Street. They didn't work today because of the cold weather, and they are waiting to hear back on what their schedule is going to be for the remainder of the week. In other news, Will says that they continue to work with the Cook County Department of Transportation and IDOT on the 131st Street Phase 1 project that we're going to be doing between Pulaski and Kedzie, and we are preparing the water main relocation plans at the CalSag and 127th Street to include the IDOT project as well then too. So everyone's got Will's report. Next, public forum. Would anyone from the audience wish to address this board? No one at this time. Thank you. Standing committees, Finance Committee, Trustee McGlohan.
I have a request for approval of a list of payroll dated December 22nd, 2017, totaling $397,416.94. I also have a request for approval of accounts payable dated January 2nd, 2018. In recap, General Fund, $408,741.53. Road and Bridge, $37,681.31. MFT, $147.25. Pulaski Road Corridor TIF, $21,368.77. Water and Sewer, $621,632.80. And Heritage 2, $9,264.22, for a grand total of all funds, $1,098,835.88. And that's all I have under finance.
All right, thank you. How about the fire report, Trustee McGlohan?
No report at this time.
Chief Stasinski, Tom, I just want to confirm with you. I saw one of the emails just this afternoon. We do have a meeting Thursday morning, this Thursday at 10 o'clock with Village Properties. Would you be available right after that time to talk to Attorney Mike Kankar?
I thought you have a class on Thursday, so I did get back to him, so we're going to wait till the 11th.
That's fine. Okay.
I'm going to meet with him next.
All right, just want to make sure we took care of it. And then, Chief, I talked to Trustee McGlohan earlier. I'd like that next week's committee meeting to pick up the discussion on the Caltron system that fell off last month at the committee meeting.
Okay.
We'll pick it up next week, okay? All right, thanks. The police report, Trustee McGreal.
I have a request for approval of a list of bills and request for approval of the timesheets. With items 3 and 4, these were meant for the committee meeting. So we have on here a request to approve to purchase 3 Ford police vehicles from Curry Motors from line item 101-2040-421, -7042, bids attached in the packets, and request to approve and outfit the said 3 vehicles from Public Safety direct from the line item 101-2040-421-7040, not to exceed $50,000. Some equipment is needed to be recycled from the outgoing vehicles. So if the chief just wants to add to this, I think I just would ask to table these 2 until next week, till the committee, so that everyone can review this and then possibly have it as an action item next week.
As an action, we'd have to establish a board meeting to do that. Can that wait? Can that wait till the week after for approval?
We can wait till the next regular board meeting. That's fine.
Okay. Just we want it. I hate to bring out an attorney just for that, but okay. So we're going to table it. We're going to table this to the committee for next week, to the 8th.
And those are
talk
items
about it later.
G
G and
and
H.
H on the consent
G and H
agenda.
on the consent agenda. Thank you. Did you want to say something, Chief?
I'll also send a breakdown for, we have 2 estimates for the builds and what those builds include for each vehicle specifically, because I know some of you are having a hard time digesting that. So.
Water and minds need to know.
Thank you. That's all.
Okay, thanks. Next, the Public Works and Boat Launch, Trustee Juarez.
I have a request approval of a list of bills. I have a request approval of the timesheets. Request the mayor to approve an exclusive rental agreement for a front-end loader between the Village of Alsip and Alta Equipment indefinitely, or while this program is available at a cost of $500 per month.
I should confirm, too, Mr. Frater, is that the correct wording that we need for that, too, Mike? Okay, and while it's available, indefinitely or while it's available? Gotcha, okay.
I think I have a concern with the word indefinitely. I mean, it means we could just go on forever and ever, and I guess I have an issue with that.
It was an open-end agreement, right, Mike?
It's open-ended, yeah, I guess would probably be the better terminology we use for it. There is no specific timeline for the ending of this agreement, so it's just being offered right now. It could be for a year, it could be up to 10 years.
So maybe we'll just amend that, strike indefinitely and just say while this program is available? Okay.
Now, is there any penalties or anything for, if we decide next month, just hypothetically, if we were to decide next month to go out and buy one? There's no penalties for, okay.
Anything else, Trustee Juarez?
No, that's it.
Okay, thanks. The Building Committee, Trustee Zelinski.
No report tonight, Mayor.
Water and Sewer, Trustee Dalzell.
Presentation of list of bills and employee time records. Also, the request for approval to increase the contract award for the Keeler Trip water main replacement in the amount of $95,312 for additional pay item, which is rock excavation, approximately 512 cubic yards of limestone stabilization, which extends for 1,000 something feet along Keeler Avenue between 123rd Street and 124th Place. Requires a removal for the installation of a new water main. This work will be performed under contract at the proposed unit price of $184 per cubic yard. Also of note, there's going to be some savings from other pay items in the contract that may offset this expense by approximately $30,000. Any questions of the Commissioner? Lay into them now. Got off easy. Thank you. That's all.
The License Committee, Trustee Juarez.
I have a request for approval of the list of license dated December 8th through the 29th, 2017. That's all, Mayor.
Thanks. The Economic Development Committee, Trustee Pierce.
Mayor, I jumped the gun on this one, although Roger and Chris have been very busy. Their report is not due until the next meeting, so I'd like to remove this.
Okay.
That's all I have, Mayor.
Okay. Yeah, we had nothing on the consent agenda, but that's understood. Okay, thank you. The Plan and Zoning Committee, Trustee Zelinski.
We have a request approval of an ordinance of the Village of Alsip granting a special use permit authorizing the repair of freight trucks and the storage of freight trucks and trailers for the property located at 11540 South Central Avenue, Alsip, Illinois. And that's all I have tonight.
Special Committee reports, Village Properties, Trustee McLaurin.
No report.
The Insurance Committee, Trustee McGrill.
No report.
Ordinance and Legislation, Trustee Pierce.
No report, Mayor.
IT, Trustee Dalzell.
No report?
Human Resources, Trustee McGrill.
No report. Just the welcome to our new manager and to the new positions for Becky and Erica also. That's all.
Trustee, just I sent everyone an email later this afternoon, but just as a reminder, at next week's committee meeting, I'd ask that your committee take a look at the sexual harassment ordinance that Trustee Mike Kankar reviewed, and Trustee Pierce had asked just the HR to take a look at, but the state is asking us to try and have that approved by the 15th. I just think it could be in compliance with the state recommendation right now, that's all. Okay.
We could meet, maybe, could the committee meet before next
7 o'clock. Can you meet 7?
Monday before the board meeting?
7 o'clock.
About 7 o'clock?
That's fine. If you want to post it with the clerk.
Right, I will.
Okay.
Why not just discuss it in the meeting?
It's a regular committee meeting
Right.
next
Oh.
week. Yeah.
Well, that's fine then.
Yeah.
But you can't vote, it'll still be voted on
We're
before
going
the
to vote
15th?
on the 15th for
Okay.
it, which is fine. They'll make the compliance that the state asked for.
All right,
Okay.
it's easier.
Let's see. Health and Pollution, Trustee Pierce.
No report, Mayor.
Traffic Safety, Trustee Dalzell.
No report, Mayor.
Any presentations, petitions, or communications? Trustees, I do want to circle back and just as a note to the audience and whatnot, at our committee meeting last month, I was discussing the 3 applications from existing businesses that want to open gaming cafes. The board had asked to have a public hearing on such a matter, or at least what I'd like to do in this case is I want to make the public forum section part of our meeting next week considered a public hearing. So should anyone want to engage with the board, then we'd welcome their questions or any kind of conversation from the public based on that next week. Okay, this way we save money as opposed to a typical hearing where we have to publish in the paper and whatnot. But as we always make dialogue available in a public forum sometimes is directed at the board where we may not be prepared to answer, but I'd like to have the board engage if necessary with anyone that would like to discuss this matter then too. So we'll do that next week, all right? Okay, moving on to number 8. Would anyone like to remove any of the items from the consent agenda?
Mayor, I would like to remove F.
I'd like to remove I.
Aye. Okay, so we got F and I. Any other? Then,
Do we need to table any of my stuff, or is that?
Oh, yes, Sue will do that.
yeah, we pulled G and H from the agenda ready.
Thank you.
We table it to committee for next week. Joe, we need to vote on that to table?
Just put it on the agenda. If they want to make a, if anybody wants to make a formal motion to table it, they can. Otherwise, they could just put it on the agenda the next time. It doesn't really matter.
We'll do that. We're just going to,
Okay. Make a formal motion?
Yes.
You don't have
Just
to.
pull
You
it.
should just put it on the agenda for the next meeting. That's
Okay.
fine.
okay. Can I get a motion then, please, to establish the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call number 1 to establish the consent agenda as presented. Letter B will read approval of a list of payroll dated December 22nd, 2017 in the amount of $397,416.94. Letter C will read approval of a list of accounts payable dated January 2nd, 2018 totaling $1,098,835.88. E would be approval of an ordinance of the Village of Alsip granting a special use permit authorizing the repair of freight trucks and the storage of freight trucks and trailers for the property located at 11540 South Central Avenue, Alsip, Illinois. This will become ordinance number 2018-1-1. Letter F has been removed from the consent agenda. Letters G and H are tabled to committee meeting of 1/8/2018. Letter I has been removed. Again, roll call number 1 to establish the consent agenda as presented. Trustee McGreal.
Yes.
Trustee Dalzell.
Yes.
Trustee Pierce.
Yes.
Trustee Zelinski.
Yes.
Trustee Juarez.
Yes.
Trustee McLaughlin.
Yes.
Motion carries to establish the consent agenda.
Fine. Can we get a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call number 2 to approve the consent agenda as presented. Trustee McGreal.
Yes.
Trustee Dalzell.
Yes.
Trustee Pierce.
Yes.
Trustee Zelinski.
Yes.
Trustee Juarez.
Yes.
Trustee McLaughlin.
Yes.
Motion carries to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Thank you. We'll go back to a couple of the items that were removed. Letter F, approval for a 5-year contract with Pitney Bowes for the postage machine in the clerk's office at a cost of $372 per month. That was pulled by Trustee McLaughlin. Do you have a question?
No, I just wanted a separate roll call on that. I personally have an issue with spending in excess of $20,000 on something that we're not going to own in the end. So that's just me.
Understood. Can I get a motion and a second then, please, on that?
Make the motion.
Second.
Roll call number 3 to approve of a 5-year contract with Pitney Bowes for the postage machine in the clerk's office at a cost of $372 per month. Trustee McGreal?
Yes.
Trustee Dalzell?
Yes.
Trustee Pierce?
Yes.
Trustee Zelinski?
Yes.
Trustee Juarez?
Yes.
Trustee McLaughlin?
No.
Motion carries 5-1. Thank you.
Thanks. And next is letter I, approval of an exclusive rental agreement for a front-end loader between the Village of Alsip and Alta Equipment while this program is available at a cost of $500 per month. And it was pulled by Trustee McGrail. Do you have a question?
No, just an individual vote request.
Again, can I get a motion and a second, please? on that?
I have a question.
Sure.
Got to ask, what was the cost of that front loader for a brand new one?
Between 190,000 to 220.
And the repair for the transmission on the current one was?
Excess tires are like 10 grand each.
I felt, obviously at $6,000 a year, you have that thing 10 years, and we're only a third of the way through in that cost.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Get a motion and a second, please.
Motion?
Second.
That was Trustee Zelinski with the motion.
Yes.
And a second by Trustee Dalzell.
Okay.
Thank you. Roll call number 4, the approval of an exclusive rental agreement for a front-end loader between the Village of Alsip and Alta Equipment while this program is available at a cost of $500 per month. Trustee McGreal?
Abstain?
Trustee Dalzell?
Yes.
Trustee Pierce?
Yes.
Trustee Zelinski?
Yes.
Trustee Juarez?
Yes.
Trustee McLaughlin?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Great, thank you. Moving on. Any unfinished business?
Mayor, just on the public forum thing next week, just so we're all clear that the question isn't about the 3 applicants, it's about the broader picture, right? So I just want to make sure that this is being advertised right, or however you're going to put it on the agenda, that this isn't a discussion about the three applicants.
It was regarding gaming cafes, correct?
Yeah, gaming cafes overall. Right. Okay.
Any new business? Then can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Very good. Thank you for joining us this evening, folks. Have a great night. Stay warm.